Okay, we are recording live, and we're really excited today to have a repeat guest on Impact's third season. Kim Wing is the special events coordinator for Covenant House Vancouver, and we've had her on before. It was like a year ago, or maybe it was 2 years ago. I can't remember. And we're really, really excited to have you on. We're doing a special event, so Kim's been super involved in this coming up next Thursday. So. Yeah, welcome, Kim. Welcome back to our show.
Thanks, Nigel. I'm so happy to be here. So thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, no, thank you. You guys, you do so much for the youth, the homeless youth here in Vancouver and Covenant House around North America as well. So it's incredible to work with you guys. So we have an event coming up next Thursday, which we're very excited about. We've had a big run up here for the past several months. And we have how many people do we have sleeping out? So we're sleeping on the streets in the alley behind Covenant House for one night in solidarity with the youth, to help raise funds for the at-risk youth here in Vancouver. So how many sleepers do we have currently booked? Do you remember what that number is there, Kim?
I do. We are so fortunate to have so much community support, and
Mm.
we have 146 people
Wow.
registered
Wow.
Sleep Out Champions Edition next week.
Wow. And I think that's a record, isn't it? I mean, we usually get 60, 80 people. Now we've got, wow, 100 and
Absolutely, yeah.
yeah.
It's the most registrants we've had for a sleep out event, and we are well on our way to reaching our goal with all 146 participants working
Oh,
hard to raise funds. It's a peer-to-peer fundraising event, so we ask each participant to reach out to their networks to raise awareness and start the conversation about the young people at Covenant House and how we support them, and in doing so, asking for support for their sleep out campaign. So
yeah.
we've raised over $235,000
Wow,
right
that's
now,
great.
and we're
Yeah.
working our way towards our $250,000 goal.
Right, right. Or possibly 300 if we have some generous donors out here listening today.
That would be
Which we
lovely.
do, which we do. We usually have some people come in at the last minute. And I'm just so happy to be involved in this and been involved in it for quite a few years now. I think since 2015 or something. Myself, my wife, Rieko, our kids have slept out before, during a virtual event during COVID. And it's just one of the most incredible things that we've ever done. It's a really good friend of mine, Dave Ash, said to me once, it's really nice to give, to stroke a check and give a check to support, which is fantastic, which is what everybody needs. But to give of yourself, so to actually get involved and go and sleep on the street is something. It's just a different level, and I've become addicted to doing this over the years, and it's just an incredible, humbling experience. And we were just talking offline before we turned on the record button. We were checking the weather for next Thursday night, and and we were a bit shocked. So it's looking a bit scary for us. So it's going to be rainy, 60% chance of rain, or 25 millimeters of rain, and maybe 4 degrees centigrade. So it's going to be an interesting evening for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
but like what we were saying is like it's going to be a tough night. It's going to be one of the tougher nights that we've done. But I just can't imagine what it's like to be a at-risk youth having to live on the street night after night after night. And so we'll just get a
absolutely.
tiny taste of this. Hey, yeah,
Yeah, really, the sleep out isn't about pretending to
yeah.
be homeless or to walk in the shoes of the young people. It's an act of solidarity, like you said, and it's
Hmm.
taking a small step towards a greater understanding of what the young people could potentially go through night after night, were it not for the support of all the incredible sleepers that are coming to give up their beds for one night to provide many nights of comfort and safety for the young people at Covenant House. So we're always so grateful for that support, and it is probably going to rain. But the other part of it too is that it really provides that unparalleled experience for the sleepers to come and see the building and learn about the programs and services. We really have a full continuum of services in place for the youth to meet them wherever they're at in their journeys, which really is critical for the one size fits one approach that we have at Covenant House. So it's
Right.
great for everyone to come in and hear a panel of speakers from our frontline staff, our social workers, our counselors, to the young people who live here. They'll share their journeys as well. And then we head outside for the night, and everybody is outside together in
Hmm.
solidarity. So yeah.
Wow. So with the funds, like with the fundraising that we're doing, which is going incredibly well, and we thank everybody that's donated so far. It's incredible what's coming in. Um, could you give us a little bit of detail on where those funds would go? Because I've got some numbers written down in front of me here, and they're amazing on what is happening at Covenant House and how many youth you're able to support. So yeah, do you have any? Just want to roll some of those off for us?
Absolutely. So some of the statistics,
Yeah.
in 1 year, we serve over, almost 120,000 meals are
Oh
served
man.
to the young people.
Wow.
We serve on average 124 youth every single day at Covenant
Mm,
House across
wow.
all of our programs. So that's our outreach, our drop-in space, our crisis program, and our long-term transitional housing program, which we call our Rites of Passage program. And
Mhm.
so it's the focus of Sleep Out Champions Edition is to raise funds for our mental health programming, which spans across all of these core programs that we offer at Covenant House.
Wow. And I was reading some statistics here that homelessness is up in Vancouver, and I'm assuming it's probably similar in a lot of cities across North America, like over 30, what is it, 32 or 30 plus percent since 2020?
Yeah, and it's something
That's
where
shocking.
we've had this housing crisis for a while, and
Yeah.
the economic landscape and wages in Vancouver and housing, it's a combination of factors, I think, that really continues to see those numbers climb.
Yeah. And so your capacity, the beds there in the crisis center, they're 100% full every night. Is that correct?
Yeah, our crisis program last year was at 100% capacity and continues
Wow.
to be.
Wow.
We are continuing our capital campaign. So a number of
Mm-hmm.
years ago, we started with our first and second phase, and we're on to our third phase of the campaign, which is a renovation of our Pender building. And we're
Right.
really excited for an increase in capacity to our Rites of Passage program. So we're going
Mm-hmm.
to go from 24 beds to 44 beds once that's open.
That's at the Pender location.
Yeah, yeah,
Right. Wow. That's fantastic. And also your youth workers, they've been able to have I've got written here, they've got almost 15,000, connections with youth over the past year, I guess. Is that what that is? Yeah.
absolutely.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's an incredible number, and we're only able to do that because of support from our community, from the donations that come in from Sleep Out and from all our community members here who support our operations so that we're able to provide care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, make sure our doors are open, our lights are on, and that we're reaching as many young people as possible.
Wow. And I've been fortunate to be able to have come out many times over the past several years and listen to the youth after they've been through the program. And I just can't believe how gutsy they are to be able to get up in front of 60, 70, 80 people that they don't know on a stage and share their life story. And it's extremely heartbreaking and emotional, and also a bit of celebration there for them too, because they've come so far. And the one thing that always strikes me is they're so eloquent. They are so well spoken, and to be able to get to be able to talk about some of these horrific things, their life's path, it's so brave. And then to talk about how Covenant House has helped them, bring them in, nurture them. And oh gosh, here we go. I'm getting emotional. Um, yeah, every year it's like I'm just totally blown away by how they're able to share this. And mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
The young people
yeah,
at Covenant House are so special.
mhm,
And oftentimes our chief program officer, she says that the least interesting thing about the young people at Covenant House is that
yeah,
they are homeless. These
yeah,
young people are so brilliant and resilient.
mhm,
And they are artists and storytellers, and
yeah,
um, they have so much ahead of them. They have hopes and dreams to become teachers and counselors and engineers, and um,
mhm,
they just have so much light and spark.
yeah,
And we
yeah.
are so lucky to be able to be with them on their journey. And we're just one step of their journey into leading a healthy and independent life.
Yeah. And it's incredible too what they've shared that they go to school. Some of them go to school. I don't know how many, but some of them go to school and they're able to use Covenant House as their address because you need an address. And if you're homeless, you don't have an address. So there's the address there. And then also if they have a job or able to get a job, it's that Covenant House home that they're able to use and leverage that to even more. So I think that was really really kind of a cool thing that they're home. They I guess they were technically homeless, but they're not homeless anymore because they have Covenant House and they're able to get
Absolutely.
get themselves back on their feet. And it's just an incredible program. Yeah.
Yeah, really the idea is that we're looking to support them in their journey and wherever they are, and that we're doing it with unconditional love, absolute respect, and
Hmm.
relentless support. And we support them with whatever their goals are and wherever they're at and their needs. And Covenant House isn't your typical shelter where you
Right.
would need to pack up in the morning and then worry about needing a place to stay at night. It's really, once you get a bed, you have a bed for as long as you need, because getting out of a crisis takes as long as it takes. And so
Yes.
we're there for the young people, and they can stay for as long as they need within our age mandate of 16 to their 25th birthday. And it's incredible
Oh,
to see the results
yeah, yeah,
when you have stability and safety, and you're not worried about where you're going to sleep the next night or where your next meal is coming from.
yeah, yeah. It's a marvelous program. And yeah, I just can't say, every time I step in there, it's the youth, but then the staff, the people there are incredible. And they have huge hearts, every single last one of them. And I've been fortunate to work with a few different nonprofits over the years, and you guys kick it out of the ballpark every time. I mean, it's such a well-run organization. So when our family donate, to Covenant House, we know it's going to a really good place, and it's spent in the best way possible to help these youth get back on their feet. And so yeah, and I'm just amazed every time I come in just how incredible all of your team is, all of the staff. And yeah, I'm absolutely blown away. So yeah, thank you for
Yeah,
everything that you do out there. Yeah.
well, thank you. I mean, when I first started working here, the
Hmm.
first thing that was evident was that everyone really cares about what they
Yeah,
do, and
they do.
cares
They
about
do.
people.
Yeah.
And every decision we make is with the youth in mind, like what's best for the young people. And that's
Right.
how we make all our decisions at Covenant House, which really makes it special and makes sure that the youth are at the forefront of everything that we do. And then
Yes.
the other thing too is that I am so lucky to get to work with people like you, Nigel. I mean, all of the supporters, but meeting you and working with you all these years, and now having you as chair of our sleep out cabinet, have to give a shout out to you there, has been incredible. This is the first year that we've run the cabinet since the pandemic, and really building it out. We have some incredible people on the cabinet,
Mm, we
and
do, we do. Yeah.
uh, you've really brought in like I think you have 10 people on your sleep out team, and it's really just shown in the number of registrants and the amount of funds that we've raised for sleep out. And I hope that this just grows from here.
Well, the teams are amazing. Like they're, I'm amazed, and getting to know the other, cabinet members and they're all incredible people. They're all giving up their time. They're all volunteers, and we're all volunteers, and it's just such an incredible thing to be involved in something where you're doing something for good. I mean, they all come from the business world, and business can be tough sometimes, right? On all of us. And then when we step into this, it's just like it's a whole different game. It's like everybody's doing it for the right reason, and it's just the momentum and the team members. It's just been fantastic, and it's been a lot of fun. And yeah, and we've got this amazing event happening next Thursday, February 29th, behind your building, downtown Vancouver, and we're going to have 100+ people sleeping out on the street. We've never done that before, so it's going to be an interesting logistics for doing all that with all of us. And I'm just going to say, if anybody could spare anything to support the youth, we would greatly appreciate it. All the links for donations are going to be here. Right, you just have to click below here, and anything you can, from $5, $10, $20, $10,000, whatever you could spare would be absolutely incredible for the youth. Here, the homeless youth that Covenant House have been working with so tirelessly for so many years. And yeah, and thanks to everybody that's donated so far. We're just overwhelmed by the generosity of everybody. And yeah, we'll just keep this ball rolling here. Hey, Kim?
Absolutely. I want to thank everyone who's listening and taking the time to learn a little bit more about Covenant House, and
Yeah,
for all your support. Every single dollar matters and counts and makes a huge impact and makes a huge difference in the lives of the young people who come here. Their lives are forever changed when they come to Covenant House, and that's only because of
absolutely.
the support and donations that come
Mm.
through.
Yeah, yeah. It's so true. Yeah, I'm gonna get all emotional again. Do you have any final little notes you want to throw in here, or
Oh,
before we
absolutely.
close it up?
So
Hmm.
Um, registration is still open for Sleep Out for
Ah,
anybody who wants to join.
yeah.
They can. I'm sure you'll have a link, Nigel.
Yes, we
We're
do.
we're at capacity for in person, which is phenomenal. But you can join virtually and experience Sleep Out through our live stream. And every year Sleep Out comes around. So we're always looking for new people to fill those sleeping bags and raise
Absolutely.
awareness and funds for our young people.
Yeah, and I just want to say about the virtual. So we did it virtually during COVID. Our whole family, all five, actually, there was more of us because there were boyfriends, girlfriends. We had a whole bunch of them. We were all sleeping outside here. And it was a great event because you guys streamed it, and we had entertainment. We had all this stuff going on. And it was a really, really, it was a great night. It was a humbling night. It gave everybody a taste. So, yes, like you were saying, we are at capacity for the actual physical sleep out at the site, but virtual, we're open to as many as would like to join. And all you have to do is just click on the link here, and you can register yourself. You can register your team. You can register your family, and you can do a little bit of fundraising, and every little bit helps. And it's a really great way to get a taste of the sleep out. And then maybe next year, you want to come along downtown to one of the sleep outs that we're doing, because we might be having to do multiple locations because we have so many people. It's great. Oh, yeah, fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Kim. Again, this is your second time on, and we just really appreciate it. And unfortunately, Devin couldn't make it today here. He's not feeling that great. But he'll be cheering us on again during the sleep out. And yeah, so thank you so, so very much for everything you do at Covenant House.
Thank you, Nigel, and thank you to everyone listening.
Okay, take care, everybody, and we'll see you guys on the 29th, sleeping out.
I look forward to it.